Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Adeze Adwaka. If you're new here, please click on the subscribe button down below and don't forget to turn on post notifications just so you can see when I drop new videos. Your girl has been MIA yet again. Whenever I am chasing money, I don't have time for anything else. Worst off, I just moved out, and you know how Lagos is. Getting a new place and moving out is stress. It took me like 6 months to even get a place, not talk of moving in. So I'm finally done with that. I am settled now and I'm ready to dish out content back to back to back. So you and this girl has been chatting, or you and this guy, you guys have been chatting for a while. You know, maybe you guys met through social media or you met through a friend and you haven't seen face to face. You guys haven't gone on a date together. I know sometimes it can be nerve-wracking. You know, you're so nervous to meet this person and you don't want anything to go wrong. You don't want to be embarrassed. And that is why I'm here to share this topic with you today on things you should not do on a first date. It's going to save you a lot and it's going to make your date very exciting. You know, I always like things flowing. That's my style. I like things simple, classy, and everything will just be in line, you know. So that's what I'll be sharing with you today. Few things you should not do on a first date. Now, the first thing you should not do on a first date is to show up late. As a gentleman, it is very, very rude to keep a girl waiting, especially on a first date. And then for you as a woman, in your mind now, you don't want to show up too much, so it's not look as if, oh, you're, you know, too into it or you're desperate, and then you want to show up fashionably late. That is the worst time to do that. Wrong timing, sis. Do not show up late on your first date. I know all of us will always give this excuse of traffic, this and that happened, but it's always better to plan ahead of time. If your date is supposed to be at 4 o'clock, plan towards 3 o'clock or plan towards 2 o'clock, so that no matter what it is that happens, it wouldn't affect your timing. Imagine someone keeping you waiting on a first date and you're just there, bored, nothing to do, and then you have to wait for like an hour or 30 minutes. It doesn't make any sense. It shows total disregard of that person. It shows that you do not even have interest in this person in the first place. And nobody will want that, you know. And it also gives you a very wrong impression, a very first wrong impression on your first date. Do not do that. Do not show up late on your first date. Try as much as possible to be there on time. If possible, few minutes before the time. Now, the second thing you should not do on a first date is being overdressed, underdressed, or showing too much skin. Please, on your first date, wear something that you are comfortable in. Do not be overdressed or underdressed. If it's a beach outing, dress like you're going to a beach. If it's a dinner date, dress like you're going to a proper dinner. Do not wear flat slippers. Please, I am begging you, don't wear flat slippers on your date. Don't do it. Don't do it. Wear a comfortable heel. There are a lot of comfortable heels that you can wear. And as a man, try now. Don't wear flat slippers on your first date. Try and wear a shoe or sandals or something. Just something good that will make you look, you know, classy and stylish. Don't just show up wearing slippers, dressed anyhow. Dress appropriately. If it is a dinner, dress the way you should dress for a dinner. Minimal makeup is fine if you're a lady. Minimal makeup, just do your hair well. For a guy, do your shaving, you know, just look good. Look good. And then wear something that you're comfortable in. Girls, please. Not when you get to your date, you're doing this, you're pulling your bra hand, you're checking your hair. Come on now, wear something you're comfortable in. So once you sit down, you're comfortable. You can easily speak to that person and you're not moving all about. When you look good on your first date, it gives you this confidence. It makes you comfortable. You're able to say everything you want to say. You're able to look this date in the eye and say anything you want to say in full confidence and in full beauty. So please, wear something that you're comfortable in. Now, the third thing you should not do on a first date is for you to constantly check your phone. Sadly, a lot of people do this. You're on a date, you're pressing your phone. You're pressing your phone. What are you looking for on your phone? That thing that can't it wait? It can wait, Darby. It can wait. That message that you want to reply, it can wait. Just give that person your time there and then. Anything you want to check on your phone can always happen later. Don't ruin your first date always checking your phone. It shows that maybe you're not so interested in what this person is saying, or you don't regard that person, or you see that person as boring. I mean, whatever it is can always wait. Stop checking your phones on a date. I've been on a date like that, and this guy kept on, I think he was doing this Bet Niger stuff or whatever it is he was doing. And in my mind, I'm like, oh God, I'm here. I'm talking to you. Your money, you can make it later. Just give me 30 minutes. You called me out here. So give me your time. Give me your time. So guys, please do not do it on a first date. It shows total disregard and disinterest on your first date. Then the idea of having a first date in the first place is for you to try and connect with this person, for you to get to know this person better. So if you're always on your phone, how do you even get the information that you need? Imagine you telling someone about your birthday date, for example, and then when you guys are done with the date, you get back home and then you guys are talking on the phone, and you now tell the person about your birthday. And the person is like, you told me about your birthday date. I cannot remember. It's kind of embarrassing. You miss the whole point. So the idea is for you guys to actually connect. So stop pressing your phone. Drop it aside. Have a conversation with this person and it'll flow. Now, another thing you should not do on a first date. This point, I don't know how to emphasize it. Do not talk about your ex or your previous relationships on a first date. It could ruin everything. Keep the past in the past. When you talk about your ex on the first date, it just means that you haven't moved on. It means like you're still dwelling on the past, you still want to go back, and that's exactly what you're telling your date, that I cannot move on, no, I still have this person in mind. Unless that person asks you questions or mentions your date or gives you room to even say it, don't mention it more than once or twice. There's no need mentioning your ex or comparing your date with your ex already. Like maybe if the girl or guy says, oh, I like this, my ex, so she used to like this place. Or my ex, she prefers this color to this. My ex, come on now. This is not a date about your ex. Leave your past in the past. This is about the person that you're with right there. Look at him or her and talk about him or her. You don't need to dwell in the past. So guys, ladies, do not talk about your ex or your previous relationships on a first date. Now, another thing you should not do on a first date is for you to be rude to a staff, especially there and then. Maybe you're rude to a waiter or you're rude to a butler. For me, if you are rude to a waiter or a butler, no matter how nice it is you are to me, after that date, I am never going to see you again. It is not just about how you treat me as a person, but how you treat others. That tells a lot about you. How you treat others tells a lot about you more than how you treat me, because you could be pretending. Maybe you're just trying to form Mr. Nice Guy or Mr. Sweet Guy just because we're there, and then you're shouting at this waiter, hey, come on, will you get... Me, I'll be scared. After that day, you won't see me again, I'll run away. So please, keep your anger at home. Keep your whatever it is that is biting you at home. Let's just have a good time. And if that is who you are, I think it is not a good thing or a good way to be. So go and work on yourself. But for the fact that you're there on that first date, do not be rude to staff. You as a girl, you want to form classy girl, and you think being rude means that you're classy, or you being rude to someone means that you're, a rich bitch, or you're trying to be bitchy, and that makes you, bougie and all. My sister, it doesn't count. Being rude does not get you anywhere. It actually means that you are even speaking low of yourself. It means you have low self-esteem. So please, no matter what it is, no matter what the waiter has done to you, try to be polite and follow them up nicely. Now, another thing you should not do on a first date is for you not to pay attention and listen to your date. It is very, very wrong. You're going to miss the huge chunk of it. The idea is for you to actually connect with this person, like I said earlier. So it's not just about you. A lot of people come on dates and they keep talking about themselves. Everything's about themselves. I did this. I did that. I want this. I want that. What about what the other person wants? Give that person a chance to talk. Listen to that person as well, so you don't miss a lot of things that the person has to tell you about him or herself. Please, guys, don't make it about you. It is not speech day. It is a date. Two people are involved. So try as much as possible to sit down, listen, talk back. It shows that you are actually interested in this person. It shows that you really want to hear enough from that person. It shows that you are part of whatever it is that is going on right there and then. Please pay attention, be attentive, ask questions if need be. It shows that you're interested in this person, and definitely if you call for another date, the person will come back. Now, another thing you should not do on a first date is brag too much. A lot of guys do this. When they come on a first date, girl, did you see that car that I came in? Oh, I came with this. Oh, this is my shirt. Have you seen the shirt before? It's Versace. Oh, my watch. It is Rolex. And you as a girl, my hair, or my transport, or my this. My father owns a private. Not necessary, darling. Not necessary. If you are rich, you are rich. If you are big, you are big. We'll see it there. Shebi, you're on a date now. I can see that you're wearing a Versace shirt. I can see that you're wearing a Rolex watch. You don't have to brag about it. You don't have to tell me about it. It just shows that you're maybe too pompous, or you have pride, or you're too full of yourself. So it is not necessary on the first date. Whatever it is the person needs to find out about you, the person I know must have done so many research or so much research back end. Some people even go through social media to, check you out before you even accept, or before they even accept to go on a date with you. So there's really no need to brag. There's really no need to, talk too much about yourself or brag about yourself, because that person might have even known you even before you got there. Or even if the person does not know you, there's really no need, because it just shows that you're, someone who is very proud and full of himself or herself. There's really no need. Whatever it is they need to find out about you, they surely will. Calm down, darling. Don't brag. All right, guys, another thing you should not do on a first date is for you to not be too handsy. And what I mean by that is for you not to touch your date inappropriately and at the wrong places. If your date is asking you for a hug, that's fine. You can just give a hug. Maybe, a hug. A hug is fine, really. Don't touch your date on her waist or hold her on her hand or inappropriately, really. It's a deal breaker. It's a no-no. Please do not touch your date. A guy, beat a girl, do not touch them in inappropriate ways and in different places on a first date. I know some of us are used to that, maybe unconsciously. Don't do it. Please, on a first date, keep your hands to yourself. Another thing you should not do on a first date is to flirt with other people. Come on now. You're just getting to know this person. You just met this person today and you're already looking at another girl. You're already admiring another girl's ass or another girl's leg or another girl. Stop it. Don't do that. It shows that you're actually comparing. That's one. It shows that maybe you do not like this person. You're just not interested in this person. Yes, you might not be. Maybe that person is boring. Maybe that person is not what you're expecting. Maybe you guys didn't connect enough. Maybe that person is not fine enough, just like you imagined. But come on, it can wait. Don't do it in front of that person. It's embarrassing and it's even disrespectful on yourself that you're seeing someone else and you're flirting with that person, or you're trying to, look at another person in a very, that way I'm talking about. It's really not necessary. It's very rude and embarrassing. If you don't like that your date, wait till you're done. You can always flirt with whoever it is later. Just get done with it and leave and do whatever it is you want to do. Another thing you should not do on a first date is for you to say too much or ask unnecessary and very annoying questions. Like, why? What is it for? Why? Why are you telling your first date about your whole life history? You've already told him or her about your parents, your family, your school, your religion, everything you like, things you don't like, the people you hate. Come on now. And a lot of girls, if people go on a first date, you're already telling the person how your house rent is not complete, how you need money for this, how your dad died 2 years ago, how they chased you out from your house and you don't have money to do this. Come on now. It's really, look at yourself now. Have some self-regard. Have some self-respect. You can always do this later when you're used to this person. Don't go and carry your whole family problem and come on a first date and start telling the guy. The guy will run, obviously. He won't come back because he has seen that this girl, she wants to kill me before my time. She's just here to just kill me and carry her load and put on top of my head. Not necessary. And then you as a guy, one question that I hate that guys ask on a first date is, you're so beautiful. Why are you still single? What is that? Like, why are you asking me if I'm still single? Why did you call me here? You knew I was single, Abi, and you decided to have a date with me. So why are you asking me if I'm too beautiful? Why am I single? It's very disrespectful. It is embarrassing because at times when I ask that question, I don't even know what to say. What are you expecting the girl to say? What are you expecting her to tell you? You knew she was single, Abi. She's fine, yeah. I mean, she can't start coming to tell you her life history or things that happened in the past with her exes or come on now. People are single. There are very beautiful girls that are very single, handsome guys that are single for reasons best known to them. Maybe they've had a bad past which they don't want to talk about, or they are looking forward to something good or something better. There's really no need to talk about it on a first date. So please, guys, that question, stop it. People should stop asking girls that question. Oh, you're so fine. You're so beautiful. Fine girl like you. Why are you still single? Not necessary. Not nice. Please stop it. Do not ask unnecessary questions on your first date. Please stop it. Thank you. Now, another thing you should not do on a first date is get too drunk or try to get your date drunk. It is very, very wrong. I know a lot of us, we gain confidence when we drink or when we smoke or when we do some things to ourselves. It maybe boosts our confidence, but it's really not necessary, to be honest. It's always good for that person to see you in your real state, for the person to know who you really are without the alcohol, without whatever it is that they have to take to have that confidence. I mean, you should build confidence in yourself. You should be confident in yourself. To not drink too much that you get so drunk and start to misbehave or talk dirty or talk rude on your first date, because you know drinks, they intoxicate, right? So don't do it. And then don't try to get your date drunk so that the person will say more about him or herself. I don't know, a lot of people do things that don't make any sense. It's really not necessary. Don't get your date drunk. Allow that person to be in his or her natural state, to talk the way the person is supposed to talk, or say the things the person wants to say. Don't get that person drunk to say things that they don't want to say in the first place. And you yourself, try and have self-control. A glass of wine is fine. A glass of alcohol, a glass of shot, whatever it is you're taking, is fine. You can sip it gently. If you're one who gets, intoxicated faster, just take it or sip it gently. So you don't go and take too much and then start misbehaving and embarrass yourself on the first date. So please try to have some self-control. Do not get drunk, and don't try to get your date drunk on a first date. Now, lastly, yes, things you should not do on a first date is for you to talk about the future with your dates. Come on now. I know, I understand. There are some people that you just meet, and in your head, maybe that person is a fine boy, a fine girl, you just met that person. And in your head, you've already started picturing yourself. You guys are already married with 3 children. In fact, you already have a house. You have traveled together already in your head. Come on now. There's no need for that. Calm yourself down. Take things easy and gently, because you talking about the future already with that person makes you sound really desperate. As if, come on, have some self-control. Don't talk about it. And who even told you that that person wants to marry you? Who even told you that the person wants to have kids with you in the first place? Who told you that? There's really no need. Talk about what is happening in the present. Don't overdo it. Don't go and imagine and start talking about how many kids you want to have. I mean, it's just the first date. You guys are just meeting for the first time. So there's really no need to talk about things like that. Maybe on the 3rd date, or maybe when you guys have, known each other so well, you can start talking about future plans, how many children you want to have, how many, what you want to do and all. Don't talk about the future just yet. It's too early, and it makes you seem so desperate, and like you want to deceive that person too, because a lot of people use that line, I want to get married to an Igbo girl. I've always liked an Igbo girl, and maybe because you're an Igbo girl, I'm like, he likes me, hey, he might want to marry me, trying to deceive you. And you don't fall for it. It's nonsense, to be honest. Don't talk about future plans with your dates. It's really not necessary. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned a lot from this. Do not ruin your first date. I mean, that's why I'm here. That's why I've given you these tips. So when you go on that first date, I want you to kill it back to back to back. I want everything to flow. I want everything to go well, so that that girl or that guy can accept to go on the second date with you, and you guys will get to know each other much better. Thank you so much for watching this video. Once again, my name is Adeze Adwaka, and please, if you haven't subscribed, please click on the subscribe button down below, and of course, don't forget to like this video. Give me a thumbs up. You like this video, right? So give me a thumbs up. Have a lovely day, ladies and gentlemen. Bye.